It's all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography.
Hi, my name is Dr. Becky Domries, and I am a chiropractor here in Minot, North Dakota. My main focus here at Premier Chiropractic is prenatal and pediatrics. A lot of people aren't sure if their children will, sit still for the exam or for the adjustment, and really, the exam is super simple. In the kids, we are checking posture, of course, joint movement, or injuries they might have had that is restricting movement. For the newborn or infant, we are checking the spine, as well as tongue function and reflexes, digestive function, cranial shape,
Mr. Trevor Hurts, first of all.
Later. Adjustments are gentle, and I'm almost always giving parents or the kids exercises to work on at home. A lot of people bring their kid into the office because there's an issue or something going on with the child, and then find out that it's great for growth and development. There are many benefits to chiropractic care during pregnancy. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we have a table that opens to accommodate the growing belly. The visit usually includes adjusting, taping, and exercises, all done to help support the area and provide strength. It is a passion of mine to provide care to pregnant moms, babies, and kiddos. So if you haven't established a chiropractor for your child, we would love you to give us a try.
Deontay Martinez, he controls it, works it back away here to Eric Wentz. Dished off to the set now from the corner. Deontay Martinez for three. And Deontay hits from downtown. Martinez dished it off to Michael Ross. Ross works it back up top. The open look from Argent for three, and he hits from downtown. Gavin Argent, the 6'3" senior, ties the ball game at a pair of 15s. Back up top, Michael Ross crashing and banging his way to his first 2 points of the ball game. Wilcox with the basketball. Worked it up to Michael Ross. Ross puts it up off the glass today, and Michael Ross has two more. Michael Ross again. Makes a move, cuts towards the rack, puts it up and in, and Michael Ross has six now. As the Magi tie it at 21. Slows it up, gives it off to Deontay Martinez. Little jump shot, nothing but net for Deontay. Talk about a Highland Reel player. Deontay Martinez is putting on a clinic here tonight at Magic City campus.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Sheldon working on an odd-angle shot, caught the blocker. And now Walrick out to center. It's a 2-on-1. Back in the other way. Here's the Beavers. Sent across the drive. They scored. Oh, my goodness. How about that play? It's set up by Carter Barley. Rounded in front of the net. And no doubt about it, put it past the goaltender Brower for Davis Sheldon's 9th of the year.
Good patience by Barley, slide the puck right under the stick. Definitely when you have these kind of opportunities in these kind of games, you gotta capitalize, and that's exactly what they just did.
Nick Doyle's out to center. Dropped it back off to Cochran. Now Doyle's hit in front. Oh, they scored! Right in front. And a give and go play. Bing, bang, boom. The Beavers are on the board again. And that time it was perfectly executed and finished off by Redlock for his 8th of the year.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
North Dakota High School basketball, a doubleheader today from the Lions Den. Here in the Magic City of Minot, North Dakota. Nick Holberg on the call for the Planet Pizza pregame show as the Bishop Ryan Lions and Trinity Titans go toe-to-toe to non-region, non-district affair this afternoon. The girls game first, followed by number 2 Trinity, number 10 Bishop Ryan. The boys to follow in game 2 here today. In the girls matchup today, Minot Ryan comes in at 10-6 overall, representing region. Number 6 district, number 12. They're 5-2 in the district, 8-2 in the region. Trinity comes in at 10-7 overall. 7-2 in the region, no districts inside of region number 7. It should be a dogfight here today on the PSP Network. We sure appreciate you folks for joining us for the doubleheader on the PSP Network. It's going to be a fun one. We've had this one circled for a while. Anytime Trinity and Bishop Ryan get together, we know it's probably going to be a good ball game, and that's what we've got in store for you folks today. A pair of them here on the PSP Network. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Coach's Corners as we get geared up for Senior Day here at the Lions Den. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Welcome back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. We're now joined by the Dickinson Trinity Titans head coach here in his 2nd year, Mr. Trevor Ernst. First of all, thanks for some time today.
Absolutely, anytime.
Fun Saturday afternoon matchup in Minot to take on the Bishop Ryan Lions. First of all, how was the trip up? Everything good? Cold day out there, hey?
Yeah, it's freezing, but it was a good trip. Thankfully, we had a nice warm bus and a great driver and lots of sunshine.
What do you guys expect out of this matchup today against Bishop Ryan, a pretty gritty basketball team looking for another win here today? And, of course, you guys are a contender in Region 7. What do you expect in this non-district, non-region matchup today?
You know, I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. Both teams kind of play off defense. I think defense is the strength of both teams, a lot of man defense out of both of them. And, you know, they've been playing well. And outside of the last couple games, we had a nice winning streak before that, too. So we're going to hopefully get back on track today. But looking forward to a hard-fought game.
Got to ask you about Abby Kubis. She's obviously a special player. What is this kid like away from basketball, or in the locker room, I should say, not on the floor? What kind of kid is she?
You know, it's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. You know, she's always working on her game. You can go to the gym almost any time and see her in there working hard. You know, she's tried to be a good leader for us too this year. So it's one of the few seniors that we do have, and it's nice to see that hard work kind of. She leads by example, usually, the hard work, and the girls really follow that hard work.
Trying to track down that all-time school record, about 150 points back. You think she's going to cross that milestone?
You know, she definitely has a chance. She's been scoring well the last few games, so it's just kind of come down to, I think, if we can execute as a team in the regional tournament, I think she'll probably get that too. So.
What kind of measurement do you put on a game like today against Bishop Ryan, a team that usually is pretty good? Do you put much stock into a win here today?
Yeah, we usually treat the non-region games as, you know, trying to practice for the regional tournament. A lot of schools that we're not familiar with do things we're not used to. So it's nice to kind of play a team team if they do things differently than we're used to in the region, and gives us experience for the regional tournament because usually teams come with some new wrinkles in the regional tournament. So,
one key in today's game if you guys want to head back to Dickinson with a win.
Yeah, we got to take away the outside shooting, definitely. Minot Ryan shoots threes really well, and then we got to be able to score against their tough man-to-man defense.
Sure appreciate your time today, Coach, and best of luck today.
You bet. Anytime. Thank you.
That's Trevor Ernst, the head coach of Dickinson Trinity. When we come back, we'll talk to Roger Coleman, the head coach of the Bishop Ryan Lions. It's girls high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
When supper time's a crunch, T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Arian to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Welcome back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. We're now joined by Roger Coleman, the head coach of the Bishop Ryan Lions, here in year number 3 for the Lady Lions. First of all, Coach, thanks for some time here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Should be a big matchup today with Dickinson Trinity, a team that usually brings a pretty powerful punch. What do you expect out of today's ball game?
A dogfight pretty much. I told the girls it's probably going to come down to last possession when it'd be one of those 2 3-point games, which we've been in a lot of those, and it seems to be that way with the history of playing against them. So, I'm excited to see how we play today.
Obviously, you have to focus a bit on Abby Kubas, a player that's going on to NDSU and all-state selection. How do you key in on a girl like that here today?
Yeah, I think that was, the talk in the locker room. Obviously, we got some what we think are good defenders, matched up on her. But I mean, she's gonna score a little bit. We got to limit her opportunities. It's one shot down the floor, and I just think good team defense, and it's going to take everybody seeing where the ball is, know where she's at, and defending her. And they got some good guards too, so it's not just all her, but good team defense is kind of what we pride ourselves on in the half court.
Touch on your lineup just a little bit, and plenty of girls here that can play the game. Senior day today as well, and kind of a special day for these girls. Touch on that a bit.
Yeah, it's a big one. I told them, let's play our butt off. It's our last girls' game in the Lions Den, and I think our leader, I think, is obvious pretty much Sydney Upton. I mean, she's averaging 14 and 11, so she does a lot of things for us, very versatile. And then we got guards and shooters all over the floor, both Kramer girls. Maggie Rova is actually shooting the highest percentage, does a great job at distributing the ball. And then Berkeley Lundine's kind of our one that we rely on her. Like she's taking Kubas right away. We'll see how she does it. She's always got the toughest defensive matchup, and her energy is great on that end.
Final thing for you, is there one key today if you guys want to come out of here with a win?
I think the biggest thing is not turning the ball over. We know we're going to see a little bit of press action that we haven't seen, probably a good one for a while. So I think just taking care of the ball and getting shots up and not turnovers instead.
Sure appreciate you having us, and best of luck here today.
All right, thanks.
That's Roger Coleman, the head coach of the Bishop Ryan Lions. When we come back, we'll talk to Trevor Ernst, the head coach of Dickinson Trinity. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Showtime from the Magic City today, a doubleheader here on the PSP Network. Bishop Ryan and Dickinson Trinity. Nick Holbrook for the call. The Planet Pizza pregame show here today. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location for school parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. Planet Pizza can be reached now at 701-852-1700. They will deliver here this afternoon. If you haven't tried their Blue Buffalo Pizza or their chicken wings, you're highly missing out. Official introductions taking place. Trinity's in red and white today. The Lions are going to be in their home whites. Time to send it on down to the PA announcer for today's UPS Store starting lineups for the home team, Bishop Ryan UPS Store, located in the Marketplace Plaza on South Broadway, open 6 days a week. Let's listen in.
At another guard, up by a senior, number 2, Nora Kramer. At forward, a 5'10" junior, number 11, Sydney Upton. At guard, a 5'5"
Well, there you have our starting lineups inside of the gymnasium here at the Lions Den. Minot, North Dakota, glad to have you folks aboard. Puts a cap on the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location for school parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. Time for our Tires Plus opening tip-off tonight. Tires Plus with 2 locations, one in Minot, one in Bismarck. They bring you tonight's opening tip. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. Off the opening tip, Bishop Ryan controls. Ryan again in white today. Trinity's in the reds. Keep an eye on Trinity's number 32, Abby Kubas. She's off to play at North Dakota State University for the Bison. She's the real deal. Trinity controls possession, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds there off the fingertips of Maggie Rovig, the 5'5 sophomore. Well, Bishop Ryan comes in again representing District 12, region number 6 with a 10-6 mark. Trinity at 10-7 in region number 7. 2 teams that when you think of Class B sports, Ryan and Trinity always come to mind. It seems like those programs find a way at the end of the year. Jump shot was off the mark from Callie Kubas, so we go back the other way now for the Lions, and over the timeline it comes for Maggie Rovig. Dropped it down to the corner, set up here by Sylvie Kramer. Off the glass, board pulled down there for Kara Warner. Nice conversation earlier on tonight here with Trevor Ernst in his second year as the head coach of Dickinson Trinity. He played for the Trinity Titans back in his day, graduating in 1999. Played under the boys' head coach that's still there in Gridsteiner. We'll talk to him before the boys match up here tonight. Little spin move, that one off the mark for Abby Kubas. Nora Kramer sends it inside, open look, big block down low, out of my house, says Willer. Comes back up top, outside the arc. Nobody on the board yet. Trinity's got the ball, they work it back over the timeline with Callie Kubas. 5'7" junior. It's a family affair for Trinity. Kubas and Kubas, they're cousins. Willer and Willer are twins. Pair of Eries and her sisters as well. Then the coach's daughter, Trevor Ernst, is in the lineup. Kubas with her first 2 points of the ball game. Rovig carries it back over. Rovig in the corner, thought about it. Brings it back up top, handling here. This is Upton. Defense tough here for Trinity, but finding a way to put 2 in. Nora Kramer. We're tied at deuces with 5:48 left here in our first half of basketball. Senior day here for the Lions, the boys and girls. Saluting the seniors in the lineup. Always a special day for these kids. Might be even more special for the parents. An emotional day. Got to think about all that hard work that is put in from the kids and the parents as well. Was a foul charged. It was charged on Trinity's Asia Willer, her first personal. She was an all-state volleyball player for Trinity during the volleyball season. Pretty high accolade. Rovig dished off there to Kramer. Inside double team, trying to get the roll. Not going to happen for Nora Kramer that time, the 5'8 senior. And Trinity brings the ball back to the other end of the floor. Kubas worked it back up top. This is Angel Willard. Callie Kubas. Behind the back, looking for the outlet. Shot clock's at 17. They've got time as Abby Kubas goes to work, crashing in, puts it off the glass and in. 4 points for Abby Kubas. 5'11 senior, averaging 23 points per night with 12 rebounds. You don't mind a double-double, do you? All-state selection last year, all-region selection last year. In her junior campaign, she averaged 19.8 per night with 11 boards. She joined the 1,000-point club last year, and a player that's closing in on the all-time record at Trinity for the most points and rebounds by any female player for Dickinson. She's about 150 points back. And about 7 games remaining. Can she get it done? Of course, then you go into the region tournament.
Trinity's got a good shot at making stand as well this year. Shot clock at 1. At the horn, it's going to come up. Putback is up and in. Silva Kramer puts it in. Todd Hoffman's got the call. Counts the basket, he does, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. We're tied at 4-4. Kramer converts on her first free throw of the ball game. And Bishop Ryan's got their first lead of the afternoon at 5-4. Trinity going to work here with Callie Kubas. Running it towards the glass, put it up, didn't get the roll. And the Lions down with the board, and Nora Kramer. Kramer to Kramer, inside. Blocked down low there from Amaya Willer. Comes back up top there to Silva Kramer. Off of the corner, the shot there from Sydney Upton, no good. Ryan fans wanted to follow the play, they didn't. Silva Kramer, 5'9" senior, went hard to the glass. Well, it's been a busy week on the PSP Network this week. Started our week here at the Lions Den for a boys matchup. It was number 10 of the state, Ryan, taking on Dunseith. Dunseith had the upset, 57-42. Lions got beat again 2 nights later on the boys' side where they took on crosstown rival Ari Demers. Dropped a pair there. Back at it against Trinity here today. Ball's going to be charged on the Lions. Number 2, Nora Kramer, first personal. First team foul. Kara Water at the charity stripe, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Water's averaging 13 per night. Last year she averaged 9.3. Second attempt is good. 1 for 2 for the 5'5" senior. Upton trying to get it across the timeline. She does. Robick sends it inside. Kick back out. Kramer's open from 3 land off the mark. Willer's got the rebound, and here come the Titans again. Set up now again up top here by Abby Kubas. Focus is on her tonight to see if they can slow her down. Turnaround jump shot, no good. 2:37 left here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard in the first quarter, 5-5. The Lions have possession. Roger Coleman talked about it in the pregame show here tonight that he thought it was probably going to come down to the wire in this matchup. Certainly started that way. That's where we stand right now. From the corner, off the mark there from Upton. Abby Kubas pulled it down, and here come Titans again over the timeline. Basketball's going to be thrown out of bounds on the near side. And Bishop Ryan will make a substitution. Nora Kramer's going to check in. Checking out Silva Kramer. And the Lions will control the basketball. This matchup on the PSP Network brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. You can get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home or business with Clean Tech LLC. This is a proactive deep cleaning service that includes disinfecting and sanitizing. Don't forget about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services at cleantechllc.us. Kubas has the board, and she's over the timeline with it, setting it up now here for Trinity. Approaching the final 90 seconds here in the first half. Worked inside, there's going to be a foul down low, and Ryan's going to get the ball back. Silva Kramer's going to check back in. Out comes Sydney Upton. Checking out for Trinity, Callie Kubas. Checking in, number 13, Ava Yoder, for her first appearance in the ball game here this afternoon. Nick Holberg, glad to be on the call here today from the Lions Den. Big thanks to our good friend from Darn TV and the Nodak Speedway, Mr. Brandon Beater, helping out with the broadcast here today. From the corner, no good. Kramer's got it back. She's going to put up a Hail Mary 3, no good. Board pulled down, and Kubas brings it back the other way. She's got height to her, 5'11". Trying to come unglued here this first half of it. Bishop Ryan's did a nice job containing her early on. Crashing towards the rack. Now it's worked up by Yoder. Back to Kubas. Stingy defense from the Lions, and we're going to have a jump basketball coming. And Todd Hoffman, who's in charge of the officials here with Yale. Jump basketball possession arrow belongs to Trinity, and they get the ball back. Well, exciting news that we've been waiting to release. The District 12 tournament will have video coverage from the auditorium here in the Magic City. The entire District 12 boys and girls tournament will be live to watch on the PSP network. Shot clock's at 4. Trinity's got to get rid of it. They do from the corner, off the mark on the attempt there from McKenna Ernst. Foul underneath the bucket. And the foul is going to be charged to 31, Berkeley Lundeen, her first personal. Second team foul on Bishop Ryan. Kubas from the charity stripe worked her way in. She's going to be fouled. She'll have a chance for 2 from the free throw line. Falls on 31 again, and Berkeley Lundeen's got back-to-back fouls. 37.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kubas from the charity stripe, good-looking shot, and she's got 5 now in the ballgame. Lundeen checks out, checking back in is Sydney Upton here for Bishop Ryan. Venue that holds around 800 if it's absolutely jam-packed. Capacity due to COVID restrictions, 390. We'll get to that here today. I'd have to assume with number 2 against number 10 in the state for boys, and 2 good ball teams on the girls' floor right now. 7-5, Trinity's on top with 34.4 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's brought to you by our friends at Magic City Inspections. Find them online, mountaininspections.com. Udekwe had the basketball. She's going to be fouled on the play. Ball is on number 13. That's Ava Yoder, 5'7" freshman. Yoder's first personal. Udekwe here in the corner. Shot clock's off. We're down to 22 seconds left here in the first quarter of basketball. Kramer to Kramer up top. Off to Roving. Top of the arc for Udekwe. Cut him down, kids. We're at 7 seconds, now 6, now 5. Work back up top. Here's a long three-pointer. No good on the attempt there coming from Upton. Went off the fingertips there of Trinity. And with 0.4 seconds left here in our first quarter, the Lions will have one more attempt to end our first quarter of basketball. Roving the inbound, finds the open look there from Nora Kramer. And at the end of one quarter played, Trinity's on top in this one, only by 2, 7-5 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. This is North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Well, there you get a good look on the screen of Holly Johnson in the white blouse, the assistant coach for Bishop Ryan. Speaking of North Dakota State University recruits, Holly Johnson, after her time at Minot High with the Minot High Magents, went on to play for NDSU. After her time with the Bison, she played for the Fighting Hawks on an hour north of Grand Forks. She finished her career at Minot State University. Helps out quite a few times on the PSP Network as well. Fun to have her on those broadcasts. Ryan's in good hands with her as one of the assistants, former Miss Basketball, one of the all-time leading point getters, rebounders, you name it, at Minot High School. Foul was charged to Yoder, her second personal. 5th team foul. Sends Roving to the line, and Roving's got her first points of the ball game coming from the charity stripe. 7-6 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard here this afternoon. Roving's perfect from the free throw line. She's 2 for 2. Roger Coleman, of course, in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Lions. Also the athletic and activities director here at Bishop Ryan. Runner off the glass, pulled down. Back the other way we go now from Upton. Off to Rovig. To the corner it comes for Kramer. Battle underneath the glass is going to be won by Ryan. Rovig sends it right back in. Kramer missed that opportunity, and now it's going to be pulled down, and we go back the other way now for Callie Kubas. Averaging 11 tonight here for Trinity. Averaged 7.5 last year. This is a team that has 4 senior returners and all 5 of their starters back from a year ago. They will be a contender inside of region number 7. At the break, we'll go through the standings for both regions 6 and 7 here underneath the rack, fighting for it, putting it up, no good. Rebound from Lundin. Had the second opportunity. Battle on the glass, she was right there for it. This is the second one, and Trinity's going to cross it over again. They bring it past half court, and now the Titans set it up. Abby Kubas, jump shot, off the mark. Nora Kramer pulled it down, and here come the Lions. Upton up top. She's got good height to her. Upton at 5'10", one of the tallest in the lineup here for Bishop Ryan. Underneath the glass, the chance there for Kramer, just couldn't get the finesse on it. Back up top. Rovig inside, Lundin. Taken away there by Kubas, and Kubas is going to bring it back with the help here of Callie Kubas. The cousin connection, Kubas and Kubas. Wide open on the far side. Big block came there from Rovig, got the hand of the way. And with 5:55 left in the first half, the Lions bring it over the timeline. They send it into Lundin, rolls it up and in. Bishop Ryan's got the lead back as Berkeley Lundin's got her first 2 of the ball game. It's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll do the same thing. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reads 9-7. Bishop Ryan on top.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
There you get a good look at the Dickinson Trinity huddle under the direction of Trevor Ernst in his second year again here with Trinity. He's been in the program for a long time. We touched on him a little bit earlier in the broadcast tonight. Played under Grinsteiner back in 1999. Lost in the state championship his senior year. They lost to Leeds in the state title game. He went on to play basketball at Minnesota Morris and then played football at Moorhead State University. We had a nice conversation earlier on tonight. Certainly a nice gentleman. Looking for Trinity's first ever state championship for girls basketball. Best finish that they've ever had at the state tournament was a 4th place finish in the mid-2000s. They haven't won any crowns in girls high school basketball. However, they've been there quite a few times representing region number 7. For the Lions representing region number 8, they've got 4 state championships. They won one back in 1993. And after they won the title in 93, they took a break until 2013. Then they went on an absolute tear and won 3 in a row, 13, 14, and 15. We all remember that dynasty. That was a lot of fun to watch. Upton to inbound. Full court presses on here from Trinity. We're going to work on getting across the timeline. Rovig turns the motor on. Now she puts the brakes to the floor and sends it up here again where it comes to Nora Kramer. Over to Silva Kramer. Inside to Lundin, outside to Rovig. Put that one off the front of the rim. Lundin back again to Kramer. Little jump shot up and in. Nora Kramer's got 4 in the ball game. Her and Rovig tied for the team high right now with 4:49 left here in our first half of basketball. Runner put up off the glass. Oh, how did that one not roll for Callie Kubas? Comes back up top. It's going to be worked around here by the Titans. They go to Abby Kubas. Posted up there, doing nice work. Lundin against Kubas. That's quite the duty of the job here today. It's going to come back away down to Kubas. Tries to work it into the paint, puts up the shot. No good. They're going to say it was last touched by Kubas. And the Lions get the ball back. Full court press is on again. Lundin back up top to freeze a lane there for Kramer. She's going to run it up left-handed. Oh, big stuff there. Amaya Willer. Not happening, but she's going to be charged here. She will be charged with the foul. Amaya Willer charged with her first personal. 16th foul. Standing Nora Kramer to the charity stripe. Misses the first. 0 for 1 with 4 points in the ball game for Kramer. Second attempt. That one didn't roll either. Jim's starting to come to volume just a bit. Callie Kubas up top. Asia Willard over the corner, far side. Kara Water moved it in, double team down low. But Lundin's going to be charged with the foul, and Berkeley Lundin picks up, I believe that's going to be her third personal here in the first half of basketball. And Roger Coleman's going to bring her out of the ball game. Actually, he's not. Brings Roving out of the ball game. It is the third personal on Lundin. Todd Hoffman having a conversation there with Coleman. Now Lundin checks out. We thought she would. Roving checks back into the ball game. They jump up for it. Who's that one going to go out of bounds on? Right in front of the head scorer's table. Trinity will get the ball back. Well, Todd Hoffman reffing today. He's the one that will inbound the basketball here. Hoffman's been around for a long, long time. He's reffed many big region and district tournaments. He's been to the state dance a few times as well. Highly respected official here at North Central North Dakota. 3:30 left here in the first half. Underneath the rack. Lead pass was there for DeMars. Went on a bounce on her. Now Trinity will get the ball back. This matchup on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. Again, all brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. They also have a 15-minute drive-through Valvoline oil change service center at Tires Plus. Ball was last touched by Ryan, so Trinity to inbound. Trinity without Gina Erie today. Hope Foth out of the varsity lineup. They're both scratches here today. Abby Kubas going to work on up to double team. Shot came up. Back with the basketball come the Lions, and Roving pushes the floor. Drop back over to Sylvie Kramer. Sent in, but again, the ups there from Amaya Willer. She gets up on it, knocks the ball out of bounds. Well, no surprise being the All-State volleyball player she is. Definitely has some hops. 11-7. Ryan leads. Under 3 to play in the first half. Thanks for joining us again here this afternoon on the PSP Network. Boys game coming up around 3 o'clock here this afternoon. That's number 2 Trinity, number 10 Bishop Ryan in the state of North Dakota. It should be a fun one here this afternoon. With the basketball, Callie Kubas. Ball's going to be taken away by the Lions, and their defense has been good today. And then they draw the foul. Callie Kubas is going to be rung up with her first personal. It's going to be the 7th team foul. And Bishop Ryan's now into the bonus here in the first half for the next 2:28. Once again, PSP Network will have complete coverage of the District 12 tournament from the auditorium in the Magic City. We'll have video broadcast coverage of each and every one of the girls' game of District 12, girls' games of District 12, boys as well. working on coverage for Region 6 also, but we will have digital radio coverage for districts, regions, and state for boys and girls in District 6, or District 12, Region 6. Crashing towards the rack and putting in her first 2 points of the ball game, Ava Yoder. This is a 2-point attempt that was off the mark. Rebound, pulled back. Kramer put it up. We'll have another jump basketball coming. And the Lions own the possession arrow. I'm sorry, they don't. Trinity owns the possession arrow. And the Titans will inbound. Full court press called off here by the Lions. 2 minutes on the dot now to play here in the first half. Hang around for the Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll look at the polls in North Dakota. We'll also look at the standings inside the regions and districts for both of these teams. Abby Kubas trying to get away from Upton. Now she crashes towards the rack. Couldn't get that one to fall, and Rovig brings it back the other way. Rovig dish down. Trinity's going to get the ball back. They slow up shop here with 90 seconds left in the first half. Ball's handed off right at half court. Slowing up shop is Yoder. Comes back to the far side for Willard. Off to Kubas. Runs it in. Last touch there by Upton. And Trinity will get the ball back. Well, Region 6, District 12 for girls high school basketball has been tight here this year. Once again, we'll go through the standings at the break. Bishop Bryant on the year has 8 losses on the season altogether. I'm sorry, 6 losses on the season altogether. Shot clock violation not in effect. The ball's going to last be touched here by Trinity. All 6 of the losses for Ryan, excluding the loss at Shiloh, which was 52-35, have been within 8 points. Lions have been in every ball game that they've been in here this year. Three-game win streak for the Lions coming in too, by the way. Last loss for Bishop Ryan, January 19th, a 64-62 defeat at the hands of MLS. The boys played MLS, the Ryan boys played MLS just 2 nights ago. Bishop Ryan got the win there, the boys' side. Foul is charged to number 22. That's Morgan Koffler, her first personal. Sending Upton to the line, and Upton hits her first free throw of the ball game. Lead at 14-9 for Ryan. Second attempt, no good, but the board pulled down. Upton crashes back in with it. Here's a 3 attempt. Off the front of the rim. Kramer gets the board back. Comes back into the possession of DeMars. 27 seconds. Shot clock is off now as it goes over to the corner. Work back up top. Rovig's got it again. You got to be careful for Maya Willer. She certainly has some ups. Plenty of blocks in the contest so far. 3 attempts off the mark. All right, kids, count them down. We're at 6 seconds. Now 5, now 4. Over the timeline with it. Yoder all the way coast to coast. Off the front of the rim and the glass. And at the break, Bishop Ryan putting together a 14-9 lead over Dickinson Trinity here this afternoon. This is North Dakota Girls High School Basketball on the PSP Network. Premier Chiropractic intermission report comes up right around the corner.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography.
Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli did shoot. He scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. (14-9) at the break. Bishop Bryant on top of Trinity here this afternoon from the Lions Den in the Magic City. Nick Goldberg on the call. Glad to have you aboard for our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Find Dr. Kirk Mason and Dr. Becky Perry Dobries at PremierChiropracticND.com. Big thank you to our friends at Premier Chiropractic, our family's choice for chiropractic care here in the Magic City. It is the Premier Chiropractic halftime report, and we do see that the Lions on their home floor today celebrating Senior Day have a 14-9 lead over Trinity at the break. Here's the scoring recap. And the game reset brought to you by our friends at Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure that you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, MinotInspections.com. Game high is 4 points right now for the Lions, and that's Nora Kramer. 3 for Sylvie Kramer, 1 for Upton, 2 for Rovig, 2 for DeMars, and 2 for Lundin. The Lions went 6 for 9 from the charity stripe in that first half of basketball. Trinity got in foul trouble early, and Bishop Ryan made them pay. On the other side, game high, team high, 6 for Kubas, and Abby Kubas off and rolling here. The North Dakota State University commit pretty hemmed in there in that first half of basketball. Bishop Ryan doing a nice job containing her earlier on in the ballgame. 2 points for Ava Yanner and 1 point for Kara Wanner. That's how you get to the 9 here for Trinity at the end of the first half. That game reset brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Again, you can find them online, moderninspections.com. Let's take a look now at region number 7 in the standings in girls high school basketball. This is brought to you by our friends at Arbo Photography, the leader in game photo coverage and senior pictures. The proof is in the gallery. Find Arbo Photography on Facebook and Instagram or online at arbophotography.com. Henninger Scranton, number 1 right now. They're 8-0 in the region, 14-3 overall. Beulah's at 6-1, 11-5 overall. Dickinson Trinity, number 3 right now inside of region number 7 at 7-2 in the region, 10-7 overall. Bowman County's number 4 at 6-2. Hazen 6-2, they're number 5. Mont Regent is 5-3, they're number 6. Glen Ullin Hebron is number 7 at 3-4. Beach High School is 2-4 on the season, they're number 8. Hart River's 2-6, they're number 9. Kildeer's 1-6, number 10. New England's 1-7, and Richardson Taylor having an off year. They're 0-10 and 2-17 overall on the year. Inside of region number 6 and district number 11. Inside of district number 11, Rugby High School's number 1. They're 6-1. Velva sitting at 5-1. They're number 2. Botno number 3 at 4-2. West Hope number 4 at 3-3. This is district 11 now. 2-4 for Nedros. Drake Adamus High School's 1-6, and TGU is 0-6 on the year. Inside of District 12, region number 6, it's Mohall Lansford Sherwood at 6-1. They're number 1. Glenbird, they were ranked for quite a while. They lost to Kenmare a few nights back. We had that game on the PSP network with Scott Cattell. 5-2, their record, number 2. Ryan's 5-2. They're number 3 inside of District number 12. Surrey at 4-3, they're number 4. Ari Deemer's 4-3, they're number 5. South Prairie's 3-4 on the year. They're number 6. Des Lacs Burlington 1-5, and Lewis and Clark is 0-7. There's a look around the standings for District 11, District 12, and Region 7 here on the PSP Network, brought to you by our friends at Arbo Photography. Girls are back on the floor. They're getting geared up and ready for the second half of basketball. The PSP Network will come back with the opening possession of the second half of basketball. 14-9, Ryan's on top at the break. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Monet's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Monet Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Ryan on top at the end of the first half of basketball tonight on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Puts a cap on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We get geared up for the second half of basketball Nick Holbrook glad to have the call here on the PSP Network this afternoon. PSP Network, again, your tournament headquarters for Region 6 tournament coverage on the PSP Network. District 12 tournament as well. You can find us on psp.network. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Like, follow, subscribe. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Abby Kubas tried to put one up. Rovig had the defense. She ended up going to the floor. Ball comes back down to Kubas, and Kubas off to work with it. Dropped it back away here to Callie Kubas. She rolls it up and in. And Callie Kubas has her first 2 points of the ball game. Lead cut back down to 3. Rovig with the basketball. Upton for three, lad. First three-pointer of the ball game belongs to Sydney Upton. Averaging 14 points and 11 boards per game right now. She's got her first 3 points here in the second half. Lead back to 6 for the Lions. Trying to go blow for blow on the other side. Upton trying to save the basketball. She does. Went to the ground hard. Ball's going to come back down to Rovig. She brings it up top. Here's a 3 attempt from the other side. That one off the mark there from Nora Kramer. Abby Kubas brings it in, crashes the glass, put it up and in. And Kubas has her first 2 points of the second half, and she's got the trip to the charity stripe. 2 for 2 from the free throw line here in the ball game today. 8 points now for Kubas. Make it 9 as she converts there. Lead cut back to 3. Rovig off to Upton. Full court press is on. Lundine's got it. She brings it in. Dished it off to Upton. Now Rovig. Quarterbacking from the top of the key. Upton thought about the heat check. She hit the last three-pointer for the Lions. Now Lundeen back to Rovig. Inside to Lundeen, outside. Here comes a 3 attempt from Sylvie Kramer. Doesn't get that one to fall. Hit the front of the rim, then the back, and rolled out. Trinity with the basketball over from Callie Kubas. Way to Willer. Abby Kubas off the mark. Battling for a rebound. Upton's up with the basketball. Who's going to touch it last? They say Trinity, and Bishop Ryan gets the ball back. 5:38 left here in this third quarter basketball. 3 points the difference. Bishop Ryan on top. Lundeen setting it up. She gets it back. Now Rovig. Down to the corner. Sylvie Kramer sends it inside. From Lundeen up top, Upton. 3-ball no good. Board's going to be pulled down. There by Abby Kubas. On the ground, we're going to have a jump basketball coming again. Second half coverage here brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Monmouth. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and on Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. UPS store again located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store in the Magic City. Wish they could ship us some heat. My goodness, it's been cold as of late. Maybe not in the gym today. It's kind of warm in here, actually, but head outside. Temperatures around 0, negative degrees today if you're watching elsewhere across the World Wide Web today. Negative 19, I believe, when I got up this morning. Rovig's got the basketball. Off to Lundeen. Trying to put it up. She's going to be fouled on the play. Amaya Willer's going to be charged with her second personal. That will send Lundeen back to the charity stripe. Place goes silent as Lundeen hits her first. Second personal actually on Willer. And second bucket from the free throw line there for Berkeley Lundeen. The lead's at 5 for the Lions as Trinity controls the basketball. Callie Kubas, now Abby Kubas, blocked by Upton, right in the paint, and the ball's gonna travel out of bounds. Trinity's gonna get the ball back, but stingy defense. Down inside the paint here today. Upton's had her hands full. Going against Abby Kubas, she's done a nice job. Kubas gets the inbound pass, puts it off the glass and in. Abby Kubas had 6 in the first half. She's got 5 here in the second. That's a game high 11 in the ball game. Rovig controlling now and setting it up. Brings it back up to Sylvie Kramer. Off to Lundin. Worked it back up top. Upton thought about it. Upton puts it off the glass and in. She only scored 1 point in the first half of basketball. She's got 5 here in the second half for a Bishop Ryan high of 6. 3 attempt off the mark. Abby Kubas gets the board back, puts it off the glass and in. And the Lions are starting to see Abby Kubas shine here in the second half. Here's Rovig. Dropped it down, put it up, no good. Off the attempt there from Nora Kramer. Out of bounds it goes. Bishop Ryan will get the ball back on their offensive side of the floor. 21-18 the lead here for Ryan. Trinity led off the start here this afternoon. Ryan took the lead back towards the end of the first half, and they haven't looked back since. There's a foul called inside. Danielle, the official today, one of the greats from Berthold, North Dakota, to ever play high school basketball. Foul was charged on Callie Kubas. Fourth personal, is that right? That's off the mark. I don't believe that's correct. The fourth personal on Kubas, that's what it has on the board, I believe. I could be wrong. We'll see if we can get clarification for you. Nevertheless, Trinity's got the ball back. Water sends it up now again to Kubas. Abby Kubas crashes the paint, puts it off the glass and in. 9 of the second half here for Abby Kubas. They found a way to get her going here in the second half, and she's been dominating. Back within 1. That's for 2 points as it's off the glass and in for Lundin. 6 of the ball game down for Lundin. Lead back to 3. 14-9 at the break, 23-20 right now. Basketball game starting to open up just a bit more. Abby Kubas looks for the turnaround. That little jump shot, that one off the mark. Board pulled down by Rovig. She'll run a gun with it. Drop back over to Sylvie Kramer. Kramer worked it back up top. Comes down to Nora Kramer. Just off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound, puts it into play, but it's going to come away for Kara Water, and Water's going to bring it down and set it up here for Trinity. 1 minute 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kubas works it back up top. 3 attempt coming there from Ernst, and she's blocked on the play. And now Rovig delivers inside, off the glass, count it. Sylvie Kramer's got the bucket. She's fouled in the play, and she'll go to the free throw line for the second time in the ball game. Off the mark, that one for Sylvie Kramer. Rovig's down with the board. Back the other way now. It's going to come back to Sylvie Kramer. Second opportunity. Almost went back-to-back from the charity stripe. I don't know what happened here with the clock, but the foul situation, I believe, is off inside the venue. That's where it says Callie Kubas with 4. I only had her marked for 1. There's the foul charged here to McKenna Ernst, her first personal. we don't get the foul call right in front of us here, we usually utilize that board to see who it was on. Second one was good for Sylvie Kramer. Now they've got Yoder marked down for 3 fouls. Up on the board here today. Foul's going to be charged on the Lions. DeMars. And Olivia DeMars. I'm sorry, 12, Rovig, Maggie Rovig rather. The 10th grader, her first personal. Off the glass and in. Abby Kubas. 11 now in the second half. Sylvie Kramer. 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lions lead by 5. Far from over though. We knew it was going to come down to the wire today. Bishop Ryan at 10-6. Trinity's at 10-7. Lions out of district number 12. Titans out of region number 7 where there are no districts. Just one Super 7 region. 5-point lead. Bishop Ryan's on top. They call a timeout. We'll do the same thing. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli did shoot. He scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. Well, there you see Holly Johnson, the assistant coach for the Lions, drawing up the play. For Bishop Ryan, they lead by 5, 27-22. Here in our third quarter here today. They took the time off the clock. They're having a discussion right in front of us here at the scores table on how much to put back on the clock. I don't think anybody exactly knows what's going on there. There's the conversation. 34.1 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Lions to inbound. They've got the lead with 5. More than Trinity here this afternoon. Comes back away down to Nora Kramer. Puts it up off the glass. There's going to be a foul on the play. Foul was charged. Foul was charged on Kara Water. It's her first personal. 15 foul on Trinity here in the second half of basketball. Shot clock is off. We're down to 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. All right, kids, get ready to cut them down. We're at 12 seconds right now. 3 attempts. No good there from Nora Kramer. Titans with the basketball. The runner off the glass. How about that play? Ava Yoder's got 4 in the ball game. And she breaks Trinity back within 3. It's 27-24 as we go to the fourth and final quarter here on the PSP Network.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
27-24 as we enter the fourth quarter. There you see the team that trails. It's Trinity down by 3. And the Lions will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Inbounding will be Upton off to Rovig. Well, the storyline in the second half here has been Abby Kubas. She had 6 in the first half. 11 here in the second half for 17. She's been the difference maker. She's got a rebound here as well. She's going to bring it back over the half-court line, and she sets up shop now. Ball's going to come into the possession there of Kara Water. Up top, it's going to be handled here by Jersey Erie, and Erie's going to set it up. Goes back to Abby Kubas' spin move. Lays it up off the glass with the left hand up and in. Well, she's a special player, obviously averaging 23 a night and heading to play for the Bison at Fargo. We had her highlighted coming into the ball game tonight. She has not disappointed, especially here in the second half of basketball. Jump shot, Lundin's off the mark. This ball game's back within 1 here at the Lions' Den. Abby Kubas again with the basketball. Makes a move. Delivers it all the way back up. Loose ball's going to come back over the timeline. It's picked up here by Trinity, and they have the honor to go to work with it. Shot clock's at 14. Away from the near sideline it comes. Brought down. Upton's going to lay this one up off the glass and in. Cindy Upton's had a good second half as well. Upton with 7 in the second half. 8 total of the ball game. Full timeout called here by Trinity as Trevor Ernst wants to talk things over. We'll take a break as well.
Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
.6:19 left here in the ball game. In regulation, that is. Will we need extra minutes tonight to settle this one? 3 points is the difference right now, and Trinity comes up with a game plan. Let's see what the next 6:17 holds. Senior day here at the Lions' Den today. Saluting the seniors for Bishop Ryan. Blocked down low from Upton. Got the arms in the way, and now Rovig's going to control the basketball. Brings it back over for Nora Kramer. Up top, Rovig's open. For 3, no good. Kramer with the rebound. Put it up left-handed, gets the board again. Puts it off the glass and in. Nora Kramer's first points in the second half. She has 6 total in the ball game. Basketball controlled here by Kubas. This is Abby Kubas. That one rolled in, then out. Comes back away down and taken here by Nora Kramer. Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Who do you have in that big football game, the grand finale of the year? Be a fun one nevertheless. Basketball's controlled here by the Lions. They take it with Nora Kramer. She puts that one off the mark. Abby Kubas pulls down the board. Trailing by 5 are the Titans. We're down to 5:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Callie Kubas dropped it back over to the corner for the All-State volleyball player, Willer. Comes back away down to Callie Kubas. Willer's open for 3, off the mark. Trinity with a big rebound. Abby Kubas with the left hand, didn't get the roll. And there's going to be a foul on the play. Falls on number 31, Berkeley Lundin. That's her 4th personal. 3rd team foul on the Lions here in the second half. Rovig's going to check out. Checking back in for the Lions is DeMars. Here's a runner that's off the mark there from Kara Water. Touched by Upton, but she's out of bounds. So Trinity will get the ball back. Boys matchup again coming up in 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Ball's going to be sent in here by Abby Kubas. It's going to be a foul on the Lions down low. That falls charged to Nora Kramer, her second personal. It's actually Nora Kramer's third personal according to the board here. Abby Kubas is at the charity stripe. She misses her first of 4 here today, hits the 5th. And now she's 4 for 5 in the ball game and having a big second half. 14 of the second half alone. She had 6 in the first half. Total of 20, that's a game high. And a runaway game high here today. 4:38 left. Nora Kramer up top. Trinity fans have made the pull from Dickinson today at volume. Ball's going to come outside. Here's the 3 attempt. Oh, it was in that out there for DeMars. Rebound down low. Away with the basketball. Pandemonium here as it's going to come away back to the Lions and they control with Sylvie Kramer. Like a rugby scrum for the basketball, and the Lions are out with it. Comes back away up top to Mars, thought about it, works it inside. Upton can't get the roll. Trinity's back now with Water. Water's 3 attempt off the side of the rim. Lundin pulled down the board. Kramer. 3:40 left here in the fourth quarter. 31-27, a low-scoring affair here this afternoon in Minot. 27-22 at the end of the third quarter. 14-9 at the half. Bishop Ryans led the entire ball game, except for the opening minutes here tonight. Travel, the violation on Lundin. Rovig's going to check in for DeMars. And Trinity's going to have the basketball back. This broadcast brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. You can get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home or business with Clean Tech LLC. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Underneath the rack and fouled on the play is Abby Kubas. She's 4 for 5 from the free throw line here tonight with 20 points. This afternoon, I should say, with 20 points in the ball game. She gets that one to fall. Averaging 23 points per game, and a player that looks to cross that mark here today. Again, trying to track down the all-time leading scorer, leading rebounder record at Dickinson Trinity. 150 points roughly away from that mark coming into the ball game tonight. With talking to Trevor Ernst, he wasn't exactly sure where that number was at, but knowing that it's around that 150 mark coming in here tonight. 3 attempt from up to no good. There's a foul on the play. It's going to be charged to number 2. Kara Water charged with her second personal. 6th team foul. 2:50 left here in quarter number 4. Rovig sends it in. Sent down in front. Ball's going to be taken away by Kara Water, and she's going to bring it all the way down. Easy layup up and in. And Water now with 4. The ball game has tied it up at 31-31. Run and gun contest starting to brew up. Well, you can hear this place coming to volume. Comes back to Lundin, and Lundin's going to handle here. Now Rovig. Sent it inside. Upton had the basketball. She lost it. Comes back away. Left-handed shot. Nothing but net. Count it. There for Nora Kramer, and she's fouled. Lions take the lead back at 33-31. They have a chance to extend that lead. Callie Kubas charged with her 5th. Willer's going to check into the ball game. There's been some confusion with that score clock all afternoon, and they're saying that the foul, let's go back to the free throw shot, by the way, for Nora Kramer. Kramer hits it for the old-fashioned three-point play. Lions are ahead by 3. They originally called the foul on number 3, Callie Kubas, and they said she fouled out, but I don't believe that's right. I think she's only got 3 fouls in the ball game. Some issues at the head score table here. And a discrepancy there, and I believe that they've got it all sorted out with Todd Hoffman. I don't believe anybody's fouled out of the contest yet. Upton got the hand out of the way of that one, and under 2 minutes to play, the ball goes out of bounds. Well, Roger Coleman called it today. He said that this one's probably going to come down to the final possession, and that's the way it's brewing right now. Basketball control by Asia Willard. Up with it comes Rolvig, and here come the Lions over the timeline. Shot clock's at 29. Plenty of time as Bishop Ryan trying to take some air out of the basketball. Nora Kramer up top. Sends it to Rolvig. Guarded there by Callie Kubas. Making a move, the runner up and in. Count that one for Sydney Upton. She's had a big ball game here this afternoon. The lead back to 5 for Bishop Ryan. It's going to be a jump basketball. Oh no, they're going to say the ball is in the possession of Trinity, but out of bounds is going to be the charge. A full timeout on the floor. 5 points the difference in this one. The Lions are up on their home floor on senior day. This has been a dogfight. Don't go anywhere. Grand finale of this one comes up next. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. The instructions from Roger Coleman in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Lady Lions. Bishop Ryan trying to hang on to their 11th win of the season. Non-district, non-region matchup today with Trinity. It's been a fun one. Trinity again coming out of region number 7. They're 10-7 overall as well. Well, we know one thing for sure. Somebody's leaving here with their 11th win of the year. Who is it going to be this afternoon? Lions up by 5, but arguably the best player in the state on the other side of the floor in Abby Kubas, who's had herself a ball game here in the second half. She had 6 in the first half, 16 in the second half. Not a bad night. Final minute approaching here from the Lions' den. Roving with the basketball. Sends it inside to Lundin, but we're going to have a timeout called first by Roger Coleman. Full timeout called here by the Lions. We're going to step aside again. 36-31. Bishop Ryan leads on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments, and those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Five points the difference. The instructions coming there from Trevor Ernst here in his second year as the head coach of the Titans. Do they have some magic here today, down by 5? They've trailed pretty much the entire ball game. Ever since midway through that first quarter of basketball today, they have trailed in the contest. The half 14-9, Bishop Ryan was on top. They led by 5 again at the end of the third quarter. They're up by 5 right now, and we approach the home stretch. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter of basketball. Rovig's up top. Shot clock's down to 5. Basketball is going to come away to Kramer from the corner. Sylvie Kramer had the shot, hit the rim. Lions get a big rebound. Ball's pulled down, Upton's got it. And now forced to foul is Abby Kubas. According to my count, that's Kubas' first foul of the ball game. Willer's going to check in. Willer for Willer. Asia checks out. Amaya checks in. Sydney Upton from the free throw line hits a big one there for the Lions. 1 for 3 in the ball game for Sydney Upton from the free throw line here today. Leads at 6. She averaged 14 and 11 coming in today. She's going to hit that mark of the ball game. Misses her second. Trinity with the basketball. Down to the final half minute. Controlling the tempo here, Callie Kubas put it up. She's fouled in the play. Foul's going to be charged on Nora Kramer. That's her 4th personal. 6th team foul. Callie Kubas is going to miss that one. Callie Kubas' first attempt from the free throw line of the ball game. She's got 2 points total on the night. Here's the second attempt. No good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up off the glass. Big board pulled down there by Lundin. It's going to be a foul charged here. And with 20 seconds remaining in the lead at 37-31, Bishop Ryan moves into the bonus for a chance to almost put a nail in the coffin here this afternoon. Rolled in that out off of Nora Kramer's attempt. Falling out of the ball game was number 3, Callie Kubas. Off the front of the rim. Ball's going to be taken here by Upton. She's fouled on the play. $11 in the ball game for Upton. Two for 5 from the free throw line. Three for 6 make it. 9 seconds left, 7 points the difference. Cut them down, kids. We're at 5 seconds. Basketball is going to be taken here by the Lions and Lundin, and Bishop Ryan's taking home their 11th win of the year. They take down Trinity today, 38-31. On the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. We'll come back with our player of the game and our post-game show. Then we'll get you ready for the boys matchup. The Lions take game 1 of the doubleheader today on the girls' side. Finals 38-31. Here on the PSP Network, we'll talk to our player of the game and recap this one when we return.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Bishop Bryant comes away with a victory today in the girls' game, 38-31. We're joined by our player of the game, Sydney Upton. 12, a team high today. How big was that win today against Dickinson Trinity here this afternoon?
It was a really big win. We wanted to come out tonight for our seniors, especially their last home game, our last game together with them. So we were really just playing for them, but it was an exciting win.
You had the duties today of guarding Abby Kubis, the North Dakota State recruit. What was that like today? You obviously did a good job defensively.
She's a good player. She's got counter moves. You think she's going one way and she spins back the other way, so kind of sagging off, but she's a good player.
Congratulations on the win today, our player of the game.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff from our player of the game here today. It's Sydney Upton helping Bishop Bryant, the Lady Lions, get the victory today over Dickinson Trinity. Final score in this one, 38-31. When we come back, we'll have our full stat recap, and then we'll get you geared up for the boys matchup today. It's Bishop Bryant, number 10 of the state, Trinity, number 2 of the state. This next one's going to be a dogfight just like the girls' game was. Don't go anywhere. It's North Dakota high school basketball here on the PSP Network. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli did shoot. Scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. Well, the Bishop Bryant Band in the house here this afternoon. They're bringing some energy into the venue without a doubt, as they do each and every time they are here. Gotta love when the band's here, don't you? Getting geared up for the boys game here today. Time for a game reset of the girls matchup. It's brought to you by our friends at Magic City Inspections, a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure that you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, ModernInspections.com. Well, we talked to our player of the game, brought to you by Modern's Finest Collision Center, in Sydney Upton with 12 today. She led the Lions. Game high in the ball game, however, was the 22 coming on the other side from Abby Kubis. The Lions had Berkeley Lundeen with 6, 2 for DeMars, 2 for Rovig, all of the first half from the free throw line. 12 in the ball game from Upton, 9 from Nora Kramer, and Sylvie Kramer ended up with 6 this afternoon. Again, Trinity was led in the ball game with 16 by Kubis, 4 on the afternoon for Yoder, 2 for Callie Kubis, and 3 for Kara Water. The boys warm up. As the girls' game has come to a close, the Lions win 38-31. When we come back, we'll have the Planet Pizza pregame show for the boys' matchup. This is North Dakota Class B high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography. The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography.
Number 10 against number 2 in all of North Dakota. Bishop Ryan, the Lions on their home floor, taking on Trinity, the Titans, on the road for game number 2 of our doubleheader today here on the PSP Network. And this one is going to be a good one. Anytime you get 2 of the top 10 in North Dakota, you know it's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll see it here tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's the Planet Pizza pregame show today. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location for school parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. Find them online at planetpizzaindy.com or call them now, 701-852-1700. 8:20 away from the opening tip-off here tonight to the official introductions. Let's take a break on the Planet Pizza pregame show. We'll come back with the Coach's Corner. Talk to both coaches here today as we get geared up and ready for this dogfight. Number 10 against number 2 of the state. Class B high school basketball right here on the PSP Network.
30-inch galactic pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Planet Pizza pregame show. We're now joined by the Dickinson Trinity Titans head coach, Mr. Greg Grinsteiner, here in year number 27 for the Titans. First of all, thanks for some time today. How was the travel up to the Magic City?
Trip was great. I mean, it looked like a great day outside, sunny, blue skies. Then you step outside, it is cold. But you know, we're excited to be up here. This is going to be a fun game today.
Number 2 against number 10 in the state of North Dakota, 2 powerhouse programs. When you think of Class B basketball, what do you expect out of this matchup here today?
Well, number one, I think you're going to see a lot of athletes on the floor. I mean, that's what both teams bring. Both teams are pretty veteran at the guard position. I think that makes, for usually a pretty good flow of the game. And, the thing that we're going to see, we have to do is defend the three-point line against Minot Ryan. They shoot the three-point shot extremely well. We got to do what we do. We get up and down the floor. We like to pressure, like to play full court, and we like to have a good mixture of inside out. And that's when we play our best, when we have 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures. And I don't expect anything different today. I know Minot Ryan's going to get after it. I know this has turned into a fun rivalry game, like we talked about before at the end of Catholic Schools Week. So we're excited about the game. Hopefully we come out and can compete.
Let's go back to just a couple nights ago, taking on Beulah. Boy, Region 7 always produces some tough basketball teams. You guys fall by 1. Touch on that ball game. What was the tale of the tape there?
The biggest thing, we had a lot of missed opportunities. It was a good game. Both teams really got after defensively. We got a lead in the second half, and then we just couldn't close the game out. We had opportunities to finish it. We talked to our kids about, we miss an easy shot on one end, and they turn around and hit a 3 on the other side to get back in the game. And then after that, it was just coming down. couldn't get it done in regulation, go the first overtime, have a chance at the end of the first overtime, couldn't get it done. And then Beulah got a couple possession lead in the second overtime, and we had a chance at the end, and we had a turnover. So it's one of those things with this group. Even when you talk about the veteran leadership that we have, we've got to learn how to close out close games like that. And we did it Tuesday. We went down to Bowman County, had an overtime game there as well. So we did it one day. Second day we didn't. Hopefully we're not going to go overtime today.
The legs might be getting a little weak by the end of this one. I have to ask you, obviously the depth of your lineup is fun to see with the amount of guys that come back off of a team that was right in the region championship again last year. How good in your mind is this number 2 ranked team from Dickinson Trinity in your coaching career of 27 years? Where do they rank? Are they up at the top of the list?
They're not there yet. They've got a little bit of ways to go. But the one thing I like about this group, like you said, we've got kids that can come off the bench. We can go 9-10 kids deep. We've had to with foul problems we've had this year. We've had a couple injuries, but our kids have really stepped up to the challenge. I like the schedule that we played this year. It's been very competitive. We played some different teams that we normally don't get to play, and had some pretty good games with them. So we'll find out at the end of the year. You can ask me that at the end of the year as far as where this team ranks, but we've got a pretty nice squad right now.
Final thing for you today, what's one key against Bishop Ryan on their home floor today if you guys want to improve to your 15th win of the year?
I think the biggest thing is we have to play the game with confidence. We can't be doubting ourselves on either side of the floor, whether it's a defensive assignment or shooting the ball offensively. We've got to make sure that we have enough confidence that we're going to step up and make a play when we need to.
Sure appreciate your time here today, Coach, and best of luck here at Bishop Ryan.
Thanks so much.
That's Greg Grinsteiner, the head coach of Dickinson Trinity. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off and our starting lineups. It's North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza.
Welcome back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. We're now joined by the Bishop Ryan Lions head coach, Mr. Brody Bosch, here in year number 1. First of all, Coach, thanks for some time here on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no problem. Good to be here.
Number 10 against number 2 in the state of North Dakota. This is kind of what we live for. Touch on this rivalry a little bit with Dickinson Trinity. Seems like anytime these two teams are on the hardwood against each other, we know we're in for a good matchup.
Yeah, both teams, hopefully we both play good. Trinity's very quick. They got a lot of depth. And I think we do too. We just got to find a way to slow them down and stay with them till the end.
This has been kind of a rough week for the Lions. A 9-game win streak was put to a halt against Dunseith on Tuesday, and then R.A. Deemers got you guys by 1. Touch on this week a little bit, coming back last night and getting a win over MLS. Big for the confidence and obviously the standings as well.
Yeah, that was a big one to win, obviously to hopefully get that 2 seed. But yeah, it's been a good week. It'll get us ready for district. A lot of games in a few days, so hopefully we still have our legs for tonight and can finish strong.
Senior day here today for the Lions, kind of a special day. You want to touch on these seniors just a little bit and some of those guys that mean a lot to this program?
Yeah, I actually got to coach them when I was assistant here, so it was nice coming back, knowing some familiar faces, and they've just been awesome at picking up what us coaches want, and we're definitely going to miss them next year, so hopefully we can have a good one for them tonight.
We know the atmosphere will be good in here today. What do you think a key is if you guys want to take down number 2 Trinity today?
The biggest thing is going to be rebounding, everything inside. They like to score inside, so we got to make sure we slow that down and then obviously rebound.
Sure appreciate your time as always.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Brody Bosch, the head coach of the Bishop Ryan Lions. When we come back.
30-inch galactic pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Old Pre-Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Number 10 against number 2 in the state for North Dakota high school basketball. Here are the Class B ranks. Senior day here for the Lions. We're going to turn it down to the PA system and capture the ceremony inside of the Lions Den.
Mr. Logan Burke. Logan's parents are Dan and Juniper. Mr. Jackson Feller. Jackson's parents are Jason and Colleen Feller. Mr. Bryson Elm. Bryson's parents are Mike and Dina Elm. We would like to say thank you to our seniors for their commitment to the program, and thank you to their parents for all of their support.
Well, there you see the seniors for the Lions as they celebrate here today. Special day for the players and the parents inside the Lions Den. And a big one today is number 2, Dickinson Trinity comes to town in a Class B basketball war scheduled here today from Bonnet and Bishop Ryan as we get geared up and ready for this matchup here today. Bonnet Ryan coming on a region number 6, district number 12, number 2 in the district right now. Region number 7 is the home for Dickinson Trinity. Region number 7 is the home for Trinity. There's no districts down there. It's just the Super 7. Let's listen to the starting lineups brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. Here we go.
At another guard, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Logan Benz. At another guard, a 5'11" senior, number 24, Cole Fitterer. At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 42, Nathan Gillett. And at another forward, a 6'4" senior, number 44, Tanner Soren. The Titans are coached by Greg Kristen Steiner, Tim Daniel, Josh Torgerson, and Alex Kling. And now, the starting lineup for your Bishop Ryan Lions. At guard, number 1, Logan Murr. At another guard, number 2, Bryson Elm. At forward, number 20, Josh Will. At another forward, number 21, Nick Sanders. And at guard, number 23, Jackson Feller.
Well, there you've got the Clean Tech starting lineups. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Don't forget about Clean Tech's COVID-19 disaster response and restoration services and the COVID-19 deep cleaning services as well from Clean Tech. Find them online again, cleantechllc.us. Bishop Ryan's in their home whites today. Trinity's in their road reds. Trinity number 2 in the entire state. Bishop Ryan number 10 in the entire state. Should be a war today inside of the Lions Den here at the Magic City. Nick Holbrook, glad to have you aboard of the call as we get geared up and ready for the second game of our doubleheader today. The Lady Lions took care of business today when they knocked off Trinity just a few minutes ago. We're underway for the starting first quarter of basketball. Here from the Lions Den, controlling off the opening tip. It's Jacob Daniel that's got possession. Worked it inside to Soren. Worked it back up top. This is a team with only 2 losses on the year. One of those losses came earlier this week. A Region 7 matchup against Beulah. They lost that ball game in double overtime, 63-62. Foul was charged here. Foul was charged here on Trinity. Say the foul was charged on number 1. There's no number 1 in the lineup here today for the Titans. We do apologize. It was on the Lions. Offensive charge. Thank you very much. No wonder. Merck's got the basketball. Sends it inside. The attempt was there for Sanders. Ball went out of bounds. Well, Merck's a player coming into today's game averaging 5 points per game, 4 assists. One of those players that quarterbacks this offense here for the Lions in 2021. Titans with possession of the basketball. They go to work with it. Worked inside at the rack. First 2 points of the ball game belong to Cole Fitterer. 5'11" senior, averaging 7.2 points per ball game. Lions with possession. This is Burke from the outside. Trying to send it back inside. Burke's on the floor. Basketball's going to come back down to Jacob Daniel. Daniel's going to crash in. They'll follow the play. Ball just goes out of bounds. Great talking to Greg Grinsteiner. His 27th year for Dickinson Trinity. One of the more respected coaches around the state. The shot will not count. There's a foul on the play. Foul's going to be charged to Bryson Elm, his first personal. Second team foul. Jacob Daniel inbound. Crashing into the paint, off the glass, left-handed up and in. Logan Bent's first 2 points for him tonight. Lions with possession now. They set it up and work it across to Merck. Sends it back over to the near side. Here's the 3 attempt. That one off the mark. Skying up for that one. Tanner Soren, the 6'3" senior. Last touch by the Lions. It went out of bounds on Josh Will. Lions started Merck, Elm, Will, Sanders, and Jackson Feller. Seniors getting the call here today, except for Josh Will, the lone junior of that group. Senior day here today at the Lions Den. Talked about it in the girls' game, how that's just always such a special day for so many people. And really the parents. It's going to be a foul inside the paint. Foul's charged out of White to Bryson Elm, second personal. That's going to bring in Brady Feller. Also checking in will be Connor Thompson. Elm's going to check out, and Josh Will checks out as well. Trinity up by a pair, 4-0. Jacob Daniel to send it in. He was an all-region selection last year from Region 7. Work back away, comes down to Tanner Soren. The foul down low, and that foul is going to be charged to Bishop Ryan's Connor Thompson, the sophomore. He was an all-district selection last year for Bishop Ryan on a team that went 12-11 overall. The Lions finished 3rd in the region. Didn't qualify for the big dance at the state tournament. Tanner Soren's first free throw, no good. Soren's second attempt coming here. Nothing but net for Tanner Soren on the second one. And the lead now at 5-0. When you look at Bishop Ryan and what they bring back to a team that took 3rd in the district or 3rd in the region last year, here's Logan Birch from downtown. Team that has high hopes and pretty high expectations, ranked number 10 in all the land. Ball's going to be charged down low on the Lions. Connor Thompson charged with his second personal. Brody Bosch here in his first year as the head coach for the Lions. 2014 graduate of Bishop Ryan. His freshman year, the Lions played the state tournament. They got close. They didn't win it. They took second that year. Thompson's going to check out of the ball game. Second one, no good there for Tanner Soren, the 6'3" senior. Here's Jackson Feller. Feller's going to be fouled on the play by Nate Gillick. And Gillick picks up his first personal. First team foul on Trinity. Lions control. Brady Feller dropped it off to Burke. Gets the call here from the near sideline from Brody Bosch. Ball's going to be worked back up top to Merck. Going to work with it on the left side over the corner. 3 attempts. Off the mark, no good. Basketball goes out of bounds on Bishop Ryan. Trinity's going to get the ball back here as Cole Fitter will inbound the ball. Well, we talked about the busy week on the PSP network this week. 6 broadcasts here this week. We have Bishop Ryan taking on Dunseith on Monday night. That was a matchup that the Dragons ended up winning. Jacob Daniel with his first 2 points of the ball game. Tuesday night we had high school hockey, the West Region matchup. Minot High and Botno. That ended up being an 8-2 hockey game. Here's Merck from the outside. Big rebound, pulled down by Feller. Hit the underneath of the backboard. Back the other way we go down for Trinity. Then Wednesday night we had the Minot High National Technical Honor Society ceremony at Minot High School. That was pretty interesting. Got to appreciate those kids as well. Thursday night we had Minot High and Century of boys high school basketball. Class A team from the Magic City, Minot High ranked number 3 of the state. And they are the real deal. They're 13-1 inside of the West Region. Their only loss to Bismarck High that they avenged. Merck's going to check out. Will check in. Gillick's going to check out here for the Titans. Dickinson with control of the basketball. Trinity on the near side. It's worked in. A big number 44, Tanner Soren. Up top it comes to Jacob Daniel. Dribble drive, little jump shot, no good. Board pulled down, and here comes Feller. Sends it across, and it goes back away to Brady Feller. Jackson Feller again. Feller on the jump shot. He's going to be stopped on the play. Logan Bentz got the arms up. Call on the floor was jump basketball. 4-point lead here for Trinity with 3:36 left here in this opening quarter of basketball. Jackson Feller to inbound. Puts it up and finds Brady Feller. There's a play, and the charge is going to be called on Nick Sanders, the senior guard. Sanders' first personal, 6th team foul on Bishop Ryan early in the ballgame. Bishop Ryan had a matchup last night. They were at Mulhall Latchford Sherwood. They redeemed themselves. They got the win, 66-56. PSP Network had a busy week. So did the Lions. Underneath the rack and up and in. Tanner Soren has 3 now in the contest. 1 from the charity stripe and another field goal there. The Lions had Dunseith on Monday. They had Ari Demers here on Tuesday. And it was Ari Demers that beat them by 1. 50-49. Dunseith beat them 57-42. Last night they went to MLS, so they got the win by 10 at 66-56. Brady Feller's got the most recent points for the Lions. They're back within 4. Ball's going to be controlled and worked around here from Tanner Soren. Off it comes down to Jacob Daniel. He drops it off there for Shope. From downtown, nothing but net there for Colt Fitterer. 5 in the ball game for Fitterer. The all-region player. He's going to take the basketball away and easy. Run at the rack, lays it up and in. And the all-region player from 1 year ago extends the lead to 14-5. And Trinity is cruising right now. Bishop Ryan calls a timeout here. Trinity in the driver's seat. They lead 14-5 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
30-inch galactic pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
.205 left in the first quarter. This quarter brought to you on the PSP Network by our friends at Arbo Photography, the leader in game photo coverage and senior pictures. Find them online, arbophotography.com. You can find Arbo Photography on Instagram and Facebook as well. Lions with possession of the basketball. They work it up top here with Brady Feller. Feller, a little jump shot, got up with that one, and Brady Feller's got 4 now. He leads the Lions. He's averaging 15 points per game. Dunseith contained him pretty well on Monday night. He was big against our Redeemers on Tuesday. The basketball is going to be taken off the glass. Roll doesn't favor Trinity, and they control it again at the timeline with Fitter. Comes back into the possession here, Jacob Daniel. Off to the corner. Basketball is going to be controlled again by Fitterer. Dish to the outside. Trinity sets it up wide open from 3, lad. Jacob Daniel, no good. Rebound. Put up big stuff right there in the lane. There's going to be a foul charged. And Nick Deschamps going to go to the charity stripe. .6'1" senior Deschamps. No points yet in the ball game. First trip to the free throw line. Front of the rim, off the glass it is. Brady Feller was charged with his first personal, 7th team foul. And Trinity's in the bonus early on here this first half of basketball. Deschamps off the front of the rim. 1 for 2 as Merck's going to bring it up. Quarterback the offense here for the Lions. Sends it underneath the rack. Double team down low. Stingy defense here from Trinity. That's what they pride themselves on. Talking earlier tonight to Greg Grinsteiner, talking about how defensively they are good. That's what they work on each and every ball game. Big tough to compete against. Good offensively as well. That time it didn't fall, however, for 20 to Schomp. Comes back up top. Off to Bentz. This is Schob. Comes back away to Deschamps. Here's a little dribble drive off the glass and in. Nate Gillick's got his first points of the ball game. Half a minute left here in the first quarter of basketball. 10-point lead for Trinity. They want more. Intercepted here by Schob. Runs it down, puts it up off the window and in. 7 different scorers for Trinity here in the first quarter of basketball. Johnson takes it away. The Lions have possession of it. Cut them down, kids. We're at 6, now 5, now 4. Here's Logan Burke with the basketball. Kicks it to the outside. Feller at the buzzer. In that out. And that's how quarter 1 comes to a close. The Lions trailing 19-7. Trinity doing a great job early on in the ball game. They are off and rolling here at the Lions Den. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. (19-7) at our first break tonight here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Trinity ranked number 2 in the state of North Dakota. They lost last Thursday night, just 2 nights ago. Who did they lose to? Beulah. 63-62. Double overtime ball game. Now, Beulah's a basketball team that's had Trinity's number for the last 2 years. You go back to the Region 7 championship last year, and Trinity lost in that one in a heartbreaker to Beulah on a last-second three-point play from Trey Brandt from the Miners to propel Beulah to the state high school Class B basketball tournament. Beulah hands Trinity their second loss of the year on Thursday night. That Region 7's tough, let me tell you. Off the glass and in. Got up 2 more points for 24, Cole Fitterer. 9, he's got a game high and a team high right now. Foul's going to be charged here on Trinity's number 24. Cole Fitterer, his first personal. 3rd team foul on Trinity. Trying to work it inside to Elm. The ball's going to be taken away, and the Titans are back over the timeline again. Fitterer off to the corner. He got it over to Soren. Now the Lions fans start to come alive. I thought they were pretty quiet to the girls matchup earlier today. The Dickinson fans were certainly at volumes at times. Girls game belonged to Bishop Ryan today. They got the win on their home floor. A little jump shot off the mark from Feller. Gets his own rebound. Oh, no soup for you. Smacked out of there by Tanner Soren. 6'3" senior. Elm to inbound. 7:04 left in the first half. Hang around for the Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll look at the polls. We'll look at the standings inside of these regions and districts. We're going to have a jump basketball, says Todd Hoffman. Bishop Ryan's got the possession arrow. They'll inbound again. Ryan 4-1 inside the region, 11-3 overall of the year. Team that's getting geared up with Minot hosting the State B tournament this year at the Dome, which is roughly, what would you say, 100 yards away from where we're at right now inside the Lions' Den. From the corner, 3 attempt, no good. Pulled back down here off of Fitterer. Comes back up top now to Jacob Daniel. Kicked over to the corner again for Fitterer. All-region selection last year. Got the ball back over the way to Tanner Soren, and he hits for 3. 6 of the ball game for Soren. 24-7 the lead. Trinity's on top, flexing some muscle on number 10, Bishop Ryan. In this afternoon affair at the Lions' Den. Elm sends it back up. Over to Feller, now Burke. Sent it back away into the possession of Thompson. Up off the glass, defense is too strong from Soren. That pass bombed down the floor. Comes back away here. There's going to be a jump basketball charge as Feller was on top of the big man, Tanner Soren. Trinity fans thought maybe that was going to be a foul. It's a jump ball instead. Trinity gets the ball back. Ball's put in. How about that play? Unable to convert. Here's Helm with the basketball. Worked it around to Feller. That's Brady Feller off down to Logan Merck. Merck threw that one down to the corner off the end wall. And on the bounce. Gillick checks out of the ball game, checking in. Nick DeShop checks in, also checking in number 12, Logan Betts. Jacob Daniel. Off to Betts. Up top to Soren. No good. Merck got it to Elm. Elm fires it down the floor. Feller a jump shot. That one finds its way through. 6 of the ball game down for Brady Feller. There you hear the Lions fans starting to come alive. That's coming from the bench as well. Underneath the rack, put up off the board, no good. Rebound pulled down. How about that athleticism down low? Soren's down with it again. It's going to be a foul charged here, and I believe that's on Soren. Out of bounds, actually, the call. 4:41 left here. First half. Comes away down to Merck. Sends it across. Feller's got it here. Setting up shot, but he worked it back into the possession of Connor Thompson. Logan Merck takes the call from Brody Bosch over here on the near sideline. Kicking motion. Ryan will get the ball back. This broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Beaupre Law Firm. Connected to our community, your estate planning and business law attorneys at Beaupre Law Firm. Merck again with it. Shot clock's down to 7. Long three-point attempt. Off the mark, it's going to go out of bounds. And Trinity will get the ball back with 4:09 left here in our first half. Titans are in the bonus. 7 fouls on the Lions, 3 fouls on Dickinson Trinity. They've dominated off the hop here tonight. They led 19-7 at the end of our first half. 4 minutes left here at the end of the first quarter, I should say. From the corner, 3 attempts. Trade that one for Cole Fitterer. Second three-pointer for him. Lions throw the ball away again. 12 of the contest for Cole Fitterer. And Brody Bosch wants to talk things over. Trinity off and rolling right now. Number 2 team in North Dakota. They lead number 10, Ryan, 27-9. Here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Well, the Lions cheerleaders doing what they can to bring this place off their backsides. Not a whole lot to cheer about early on tonight for Ryan. Trinity taking it to him right now, 27-9 here with 3:44 left in our first half of basketball. Nick Colbert, glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network. Don't forget to like and follow the PSP Network on Facebook and Network PSP on Twitter. All the highlights, live game coverage, insight schedules, you name it. PSP Network, the home of District 12 basketball. Exciting news, we're going to be covering the entire District 12, Region 6 and state tournament on the PSP Network. Myself and legendary voice of North Central North Dakota, the MSU Beavers, Scott Cattell, will have the call. District tournaments for boys and girls, we will have live video coverage. Trinity's got the basketball. Got a monster lead early on as well. And they've got the ball back as that one's going to go into bounds. Trinity had 14-2 on the year. That loss to Beulah on Thursday night. Double overtime, losing by a point. The other loss that they have on the year was to number 4 Enderlin. Ball was charged here on Trinity's number 44, Tanner Soren. That's his first personal. 4th team foul. They lost to number 4 Enderlin by 5 points on December 28th. Before that, they were on quite the run. Underneath the rack, up and in. Nick DeShop's got 2 more. This score sheet, unbelievable what we've seen. I haven't called a game yet this year on the hardwood that I've seen this much distribution in the scoring this early on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on the sheet early on in the ball game. Back the other way, left-handed, no good. Rebound off the glass, again pulled down that time by Feller. Had to fight for that one. Up against him was Nick Deschamps. Lions bring it back. Brady Feller off to Burke. Sends it inside, reaching there and picking up the basketball, Nate Gillick. Cole Finner off to the corner and comes down for Deschamps. Delivered inside. Basketball is going to be handled here from Trinity. Work back up top again from Finnerer. Sent inside. That one off the side of the hoop. Still a scrub for it. And Feller's going to come out of there with the basketball. Spin move at half court from Feller. Comes way down to Merck. Takes the call here for Brody Bosch. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. 20-point lead here for Trinity. Worked inside. Here's a nice play from the Lions. That one did roll, however, for Brady Feller. Lions have had some opportunities. They've just been cold here in this first half. Dickinson certainly outplaying them as well. Trinity's got the muscle in this one. Work back up top. Comes away to Fitterer. On the outside there for Deschamps. Shot clock's down to 14. Fitterer thought about it. Now he's just going to dribble drive. Puts this one up. He's going to be fouled on the way to the rack. I believe it's going to be charged on Brady Feller. It is. And Brady Feller's second personal. Cole Finnerer's first attempt from the charity stripe, he misses. He's good on the hardwood. Apparently, he's even better on the golf course. And a multi-sport athlete in Finnerer. In all-region selection from last year. I don't know how he finds time to play golf. The way he plays basketball, you'd have to think he's in the driveway each and every day, all day shooting. Leading the ball game for all scorers right now. Here's a nice play up and towards the racket, and Connor Thompson has his first points of the ball game. Final minute to play in the first half. 29-11. Trinity's on top. Putting it to Bishop Ryan right now. It's turned it into a back and forth tilt as Tanner Soren's got two more. Lions almost throw the basketball away. Trinity's back with it. Back it comes down for Jacob Daniel. It's taken by the Lions, and it's worked back away. This is Connor Thompson, lays it up and in. Well, game of street ball in the run and gun. As the Lions picking up their 13th point to the first half. Shot clock is off. 31-13. Trinity on top. They're going to throw the ball away as it was sent inside for Jacob Daniel. Been all Trinity so far this one here this afternoon. Number 2 ranked team of the state. You see why. Bishop Ryan. Number 10, that one's thrown inside, and Jackson Feller threw it away. Here's a little jump shot. That one hits the front of the rim down to 3 seconds. There's going to be a foul coming here, 2 shots for Trinity. Foul's charged Jackson Feller. First personal, 9th team foul on Bishop Ryan here in the first half. Jacob Daniel, 3 points down the ball game. That one falls for him, his first trip to the charity stripe. The lead's at 20 for Trinity. Elm to inbound. All right, final play in the first half of basketball. And Trinity's got the Lions caged here tonight on senior night. 20-point lead at the break. 33-13 at the half. We'll come back with our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll break down the scoring from that first half of basketball. We'll also look at the polls and the standings from Region 7 and Region 6. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography.
Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli did shoot. He scores. Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. One half complete with number 10 Ryan, number 2 Trinity here today, and Dickinson Trinity showing why they're ranked number 2 in all the land. They lead by 20, 33-13. It's the Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Premier Chiropractic, proud supporters of North Dakota high school athletics inside of the Magic City and in Western North Dakota. Big thank you to Premier Chiropractic. Premier Chiropractic, focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Dr. Kirk Mason combined several techniques to decrease pain and improve function, while Dr. Becky Perry-Domries focuses on treating pediatrics and prenatal. Visit them online, PremierChiropracticND.com. Big thank you again to our friends at Premier Chiropractic, bringing you the intermission and halftime reports here from the Lions Den of the Magic City. Senior day for Bishop Ryan and Trinity, certainly spoiling that to the first half, 33-13. They lead in this ball game. Trinity again showing how much power Region 7 has again here this year. Time for our game reset, brought to you by our friends at the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, the UPS store. Scoring for the Lions in the first half, they're led by 6 points from Brady Feller, 4 from Connor Thompson, and 3 for Logan Merck, the 1 3-pointer. And that's all they've got in the first half. 13 total for Bishop Bryant. On the other side, 12 leads the way in the first half, and that comes from Cole Fitterer, the all-region player. 4 from Jacob Daniel, 2 for Logan Betts, 2 for Jake Shope, 3 for Deschamps, 2 for Gillick, and 8 for Tanner Soren. That gets you to 33 for Dickinson Trinity. And Trinity was definitely good in that first half. They return to the floor here for our second half of basketball on the PSP Network. That game reset brought to you by our friends at the UPS store. Time to take a look at the standings inside of North Dakota Boys High School basketball for the Class B World and in region number 7. By the way, these standings brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can find them online, TiresPlusND.com. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices. You really can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Region 7. It's Beulah that's number 1 at 7-0. They received some votes in last week's polls. Trinity number 2 right now in those polls, and Trinity got beat by Beulah earlier on here this week. That game on Thursday, and that matchup on Thursday went into double overtime, so Trinity at 6-1. 5-2 for Bowman County, number 3. Glen Allen Heber, number 4 at 5-3. 4-3 for Hazen. Hart River, number 6 right now in the region number 7, 4-3 for a record. 3-3 for Mount Regent and Beach, 7 for Mount Regent, 8 for Beach. New England's number 9, Henninger number 10, Killdeer number 11 at 0-7, and Richardson Taylor 0-8 in number 12 inside of region number 7. Inside of district number 11, region 6, Velva's number 1, they're 7-2. Rugby's 4-2 on the year. They're number 2. Botano's number 3 at 4-2. Drake Adamu's number 4 at 3-3. 2-3 for TGU. Ned Rose is number 6 at 2-3. And West Hope is winless on the year. They're 0-6. Inside of district number 12, region 6, that's where you find Bishop Bryant. The Lions are number 2 at 6-1. They're 1 loss inside the district. Came to Ari Deemers earlier on this week. They lost here in the Lions' Den by 1 point that night. What a ball game that was. Ari Deemers number 1. They're 10-3 overall. Bishop Bryant 11-3, number 10 in the state. South Prairie's number 3 at 2-3. Lewis and Clark Berthold's 2-3 as well. They're number 4. Surrey's number 5. Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood 1-2. They're number 6. Delax is number 7. And Glenburn is number 8 at 1-4. There's the standings brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. Try Tires Plus drive-through Valvoline oil change, 15 minutes or less at Tires Plus and the Valvoline drive-through oil change service center in the Magic City. While the teams are back on the floor, we'll take our final break and get ready to come back for our second half of basketball. Trinity dominating tonight. They lead 33-13. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
16 minutes left in a Region 6 versus Region 7 showdown tonight on the PSP Network. Nick Holbrook, glad to have you. joining us today on the PSP Network. Ryan trailing in this one by 20 at the break. Do the Lions have what it takes to come back here today? We're going to find out. Against a very good Trinity team, this is going to be a tough challenge at hand. They get started the right way, however, as Jackson Feller rolls in his first 2 points of the ball game. Ball was kicked by Logan Burke, but Trinity will still own possession of the basketball. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on Facebook and on Twitter, Instagram as well. Subscribe to us on the YouTube channel as well. Trinity with the basketball. They control here. Jacob Daniel sent it back over to Fitterer. Back up. Daniel open from three. Land off the mark. Big board pulled down underneath there by Logan Bentz. Comes back away on the near side. Off to Fitterer. Ball's going to come back into the possession here on the near side from Jake Daniel. Underneath the rack, up and in. Tanner Soren's got his first 2 points in the second half. 10 in the ball game for Soren. Lead goes back to 20 at 35-15. Brady Feller off to Merck. Down to 6:45 to play here in this third quarter. Feller crashing in. He's going to get 2 shots, and the call is going to be charged to 44, Tanner Soren. It's a Dickinson team that lost 7 seniors from last year. They still come back off of a second place finish inside the region, where they went 20-4 last year, and they just reloaded. I'd like to see Beulah because Dickinson looks pretty solid here in 2021. Thompson from the free throw line goes 1 for 2. Lead back to 19. Underneath the rack, put it up. Tanner Soren's got 2 more. 12 in the ball game for him. Lions and Elm with possession. Comes off to Logan Merck. Sent back over now to Connor Thompson. Well, this week is going to be a humbling week for the Bishop Ryan Lions, who moved into the top 10 of the polls in North Dakota. They were receiving votes. They made their way up, and then they lost to Dunseith again last Tuesday night. That loss to Dunseith, I think that would have to bring them out of the top 10. Then they lost to R.A. Deemers. Did get a win against MLS, but this one not favoring them here tonight against Trinity. Shots off the glass, rebound. Underneath, ball's going to be pulled down again. Lions battling forward over the far side there with Feller. It's going to be touched last by 42, Nate Gillick. And the Lions get the ball back. Full court press is on again here for Trinity. Bishop Ryan's had some trouble with that early on in the ball game. They get it over the timeline here with ease as the zone defense. Get a play now. Merck's going to work it up top. Off to Feller. Comes back to Elm, and Elm's going to dribble with it. Now he puts a shot up. He's going to be blocked in the lane. Tanner Soren comes up big. Jacob Daniel worked it back away to Soren. Up top down to Bentz. From the corner it goes here to Fitterer. Game high 12 points in the first half. Fitterer's been quiet here in the second half. He dishes off now to the far side to Nate Gillick. Work back up top, and again, Trinity down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fitterer, a little jump shot from the lane. That one off the front of the rim, pulled down by Connor Thompson. And the Lions bring it back to the offensive side of the floor, where Feller goes back off to Elm. Then away from Thompson. Thompson calling the shots, averaging 10 points per game, the all-district player from a year ago. Merck with 3 points in the contest. Underneath, he's going to be denied by Tanner Soren, but a foul charged. And the foul on Soren, that's going to be his 3rd personal, I do believe. Second team foul for Trinity here in the second half. Thompson back to the line. 1 for 2. With that miss. Lions had a 9-game win streak from January 5th to the 29th this year. Propelled them into that number 10 spot inside the state rankings. Those rankings brought to you each and every week by the media across the state. Number 1 right now. Oh, big collision underneath. I think Daniel a little slow to get up. He seems to be all right. Hard collision on the hardwood. Ball was charged on the Lions. Number 20, Josh Will. First personal, first team foul. Sends Daniel to the free throw line, and Daniel's gonna miss the first. He's down 2 for 3 in the ballgame. Merck's gonna check out. Daniel's second attempt. That one finds its way through. Timeout for the Titans. 38-17. They're on top and cruising. Here from the Lions Den today on the PSP Network. Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reading 38-17. Trinity on top. Ball's handled here by Elm. Over half court. Went to Jackson Feller. Feller averaging 11 points per game. Jackson, the 5'9" senior. He's got it here outside the arc. Makes a move. He's guarded heavily by Jake Daniel. Daniel causes the turnover, forces the turnover. Will's gonna check out, checking back in, Brady Feller. This ball game brought to you by our friends, once again at Clean Tech. CleanTechLLC.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Disaster response services, COVID-19, deep cleaning services from Clean Tech. Find them again online, CleanTechLLC.us. Cross into the ball game. He had moved it back to Jake Daniel. This is Schaub. Went towards the rack, but there's a foul on the play. It's charged on Bryson Elm. And Elm's third personal. Second team foul. Thompson's going to check out here for the Lions. Nick Sanders checks back in. 3-ball off the mark. Fitterer sets it up again, and Fitterer goes to work now with Jake Schaub. Sent back up top, now away to Cole Fitterer. Worked it outside, here's a 3 attempt. Tyson Prowse comes into the ball game. Hits a 3-pointer, and his first points of the afternoon come from behind the 3-point line. 41-17, Trinity comes back away now to Elm. Lays that one up and in. Bryson Elm's first 2 points of the night. Russ sends it in again over to the far side for Schaub underneath the rack. Jake Daniel puts in 2 more. He's got 7 in the ball game. And the Lions are going to call a timeout. They want a full one to talk things over. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard, 43-19. All Trinity here this afternoon.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live.
Senior day today here from the Lions Den at Bishop Ryan, right on the campus of Monmouth State University, home to the State B boys and girls basketball tournaments here this year. Lions trying to make their way back to the State B for another season of boys high school basketball. Trinity trying to do the same thing. Trinity with 2 state championships all time. And those 2 state titles come under the direction of Greg Gridsteiner in his 27th year. Trinity, a program that was in the Class A ranks until 1991-92, until that season. And that's when they went Class B, and from that time on, it's been a Trinity Titans team that you almost expect to see at the big dance of the state tournament each and every year. They won 2 state championships, or have won 2 state championships under Gridsteiner. They also have 3 runner-ups, 3 second-place finishes. 5 times they've been to the big dance for the State B. Gridsteiner played for Dickinson Trinity back in 1982. He graduated, went on to Dickinson State, graduated from there in 1987. He's been the athletic director for many years at Dickinson Trinity. All-around great guy. Put back, no good. Board pulled down there by Jake Daniel. Other end of the floor and set up here. Thought about the heat check coming off of Pruss. Comes back on the near side with the basketball. This is Betts. Work back inside from Jake Daniel. Feller and Elman there trying to work on Daniel. Ball comes back to Pruss. There's going to be foul away from the basketball coming. Ball's charged on Elm. Elm's 4th personal, 3rd team foul. Elm's checking out, so is Johnson. So is Sanders. Foul underneath the rack again. This time charged on Logan Burke, his 2nd personal. 4th team foul. 91 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 20-point lead at the half here tonight. Dickinson's continued to pour it on here in the 2nd half. An attempt up, but no good from the free throw line from Jake Daniel. Made his only 2 free throws in the 1st half. And now he's 2 for 4 here in the 2nd half. Mert controls the basketball. Dished off to Feller. Blocking foul underneath. That's going to be charged, I believe, to 12, Logan Bentz. It is Bentz's 1st personal. 3rd team foul on Trinity here in this 3rd quarter. Talked to Gridsteiner before the ball game here tonight. Up off the glass and in for Brady Feller, his 1st points of the 2nd half. 27 years. I said, do you ever get sick of doing this stuff? Just smiled and says it's Class B high school basketball. Took that as a pretty strong no. How can you get sick of it, especially at a program like Dickinson? I then asked him about some of the coaches around the state. I said, with a tenure like that of 27 years, are you the longest standing in the state, or where do you stand on that? He talked about guys like Mike Forsberg that is at Oak Grove, who was at Botno for years, and of course guys like Dan Carr at Linton. Dan Carr's been around for, I want to say something like 40 years, something like that, with the Linton Lions. Interesting. Just a whole life dedicated to high school athletes and growing these young men. Sports is so much more than just a ball game. Merck's going to get the basketball back. Trailing by 23. It's worked around the top here by the Lions. Off the front of the rim, rebound pulled down there by Rydell. Follow the play. It's going to be charged here to Jake Schoen. Shope's first personal. 14th foul. Final 17 seconds of this third quarter of basketball. Low scoring affair here, this one here this afternoon. Big block down low by Feller. Look out, collision down underneath the rack. Feller at the horn. Bucket won't count. 44-21. Trinity showing why they're ranked number 2 in the entire land here this afternoon from the Lions Den.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Three-point lead. Trinity on top. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. 8 minutes left of game time here today. If the Lions can try to fight back in this one here today, this one may be just about out of reach. 20 points obviously is not the end all in high school basketball by any means, or in the sport of basketball. But when you look at how good Trinity is, their team that defensively is so good, they've only given up 21 points through 3 quarters so far. It'll be tough for the Lions to come back in this one. Feller inbounds it to Merck. Merck's got it back and he'll set it up. Worked it inside, drawn a play by the Lions. Off the mark, ball pulled down, work back outside here from Rydell. 3 attempt, nothing but net there. Falls for Jackson Feller. Well, there's a good start, down by 20 now for Bishop Ryan. Take it underneath the rack and right back at him goes Tanner Soren. And Soren's got 6 points in the second half. Leads at 22. Lions control the basketball. That ball's going to be thrown away. Feller to Feller. Work back around here by the Titans. There's a conversation at the scores table trying to find out what the exact score is. 3-pointer put up there from Daniel. And Daniel's going to hit for 3. Back underneath. Brady Feller's got 2 more. Off the glass and in. 2 more points on the other side from Tanner Soren. Merck off to the corner. Rydell crashing towards the paint, put it up, no good. Board pulled down there by Tanner Soren, and here comes Trinity back the other way. 51-26, 5:38 remaining. Ball's charged. Ryan's Connor Thompson, third personal. Off the board, rebound, pulled back down, up top to Fitterer. He's been quiet in the second half. He led all scorers in the first half with 12. Here in the second, he's been quiet. Not on the board at all. Hasn't mattered, though, as Trinity, again, has distribution all the way across this score sheet. Basketball team that's so well-rounded. From the corner, off the mark on the 3 attempt from Rydell. Ball saved and brought back in. Dish down low, off the glass, up and in. And a nice play there as Rydell's got his first 2 points of the ball game. Lions trying to claw their way back into this one. Fitterer over the timeline, worked it back in. Worked back up top. Here's a 3 attempt coming from Daniel off the mark. Elb with the basketball. He's going to bring this one back over the timeline. Follow the play. Ball's charged on Jacob Daniel, his first personal, second personal. That's right. Work back up top. Comes back away now as Lions have possession here with Connor Thompson. Shot clock's at 17. Dribble drive off the front of the rack there. Thompson unable to convert. Jump shot missed off the glass. Lions bring it back across here with Sanders. Off the mark. Battle underneath the boards. Pulled down here by the Titans. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor, I do believe. Actually, followed the play. It's on Tanner Soren. Lions will get the ball back. Trinity tried to call a timeout, I do believe, here. Yes, they get it. 51-28. Trinity leads here at the Magic City, and the Lions did.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Old Pre-Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Modded's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Modded Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
District and region tournaments right around the corner. State Class B tournament right around the corner as well. It's going to be a fun run to the championship again here in 2020. Looking forward to the postseason and the postseason coverage. You can find it on the PSP Network. Join us. Myself and Scott Cattell will have the call for you of every district, region, and state B tournament game here in 2021, boys and girls. Turnaround for Brady Feller. He's got 6 in the first and 6 in the second. Brings his game total to 12 here tonight, averaging 15 per night. Feller can't convert on the old-fashioned three-point play, and Trinity's got the ball again. And a 21-point lead. after losing to Beulah the other night and being ranked number 2 in the state, you'd have to think that Trinity wanted to prove a point here tonight. They're definitely taking it to Bishop Ryan in this one. The distribution, the size of that athleticism. What more can you say? Here's a jump shot that's off the mark. Board's going to be pulled down by the Lions. Foul's going to be charged on Nate Gillick. And Gillick's second personal will put Bishop Ryan into the bonus 8 team fouls. Connor Rydell to the charity stripe, 6'4" sophomore. Well, when you look at Bishop Ryan's losses on the year, they lost to Shiloh by 2, 55-53. They lost to Dunseith 57-42, and they lost to R.E. Demers 40-59. If it would end right now, this would be their biggest defeat of the season by quite a bit. .21 the lead right now. Fitterer down to the corner, set up here again from Gillick. Back up top, it came from Daniel. Fitterer again, Jacob Daniel. Gets it away up into the hands of Soren, and Soren's up with 18 points in the ball game. 8 in the first half, he just scored his 10th point here in the second half. He's been on it here tonight. Hard-working play that doesn't fall for Rydell, and here comes Trinity back to the other end of the floor. 23-point lead here for the Titans. They working around with Jake Daniel. Off to the corner it comes. 3 attempt off the mark there from Fitterer. He's gone cold here in the second half. Hasn't had many opportunities here in the second half. Team first attitude, all these guys, they just move the basketball around when they find the open look. Doesn't matter who gets the points. You can see that just by the way they play. Daniels got it again. Sent it around out of Soren. Under 2 to play here in the ball game. Shot clock's down to 9 seconds. Now 8-7. Shot clock at 6. Here's a jump shot off the glass. No good. Board pulled down again. Foul's going to be charged on Bryson Elm. And on senior day, Elm's going to foul out here at the Lions' Den. Elm falls out of the ball game. Trinity to inbound. Fitterer's got it again. Sent it back over to Daniel. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Fitterer moving it around. Daniel off of the corner. This is Hike with it. Sent it back up top. Fitterer the corner looking for the outlet. Show back to Hike. Daniel up top for Fitterer. Worked it inside. And it's taken away by the Lions, and Feller's going to cross it over the timeline. 23's the difference. Little runner towards the rack. Couldn't get that one to fall, and slow to get up as Nick Sanders. Going to be a substitution coming here for Dickinson Trinity. And Bishop Ryan as well. Sanders is going to come out. Merck's going to come back in. Hiked inbound the basketball. Final minute of play here from the Lions' Den on a Saturday afternoon. Not the way Bishop Ryan thought their day was going to go on senior day. Dickinson Trinity is the real deal. They come to town with the number 2 ranking on their back. They'll leave with the number 2 ranking on their back. We'll see what happens next week within the polls. Here's a little jump shot up and in. Jackson Feller puts 2 more on the board. Trinity with possession. Shot clock is off. They're not done yet. Bring it up to half court. Just take some air out of the basketball, it looks like here. Trinity's going to improve to a record of 15-2 on the year. Lions are going to fall to 11-4 on the season. And keep an eye on Trinity as this season continues on. They are going to be the team to beat down to Region 7 with Beulah right there with them. I believe they're going to be good down the stretch. We'll have our player of the game coming up just a moment when we head to our post-game show. We'll recap this one. Final tonight, 53-32. And number 2, Trinity takes down Bishop Ryan here on the PSP Network. We'll recap the afternoon. Talk to our player of the game. We'll do all that when we return. It's North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by 28 Tastes and Taps, Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Big Time Bistro, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, North Country Sportswear, First Western Bank and Trust, and Arbo Photography.
Post-game show for this one tonight. Trinity comes out 21-point win over the Minot Bishop Ryan Lions. Big reason why here tonight. 18 points, 10 of which came in the second half for our player of the game, Tanner Soren, here today. Unbelievable, the distribution on the score sheet for this basketball team here from Trinity, but Soren's the one that comes out with the most points in the contest today. Walk us through that second half. It seemed like you guys just had it in cruise control and just didn't let up. Your thoughts on the second half of basketball today?
The first half, we thought we could have played a lot better. So the second half, we just brought more intensity, and we just started working out as a team. We always have this thing where we want to be a fist and not just an open hand, so we always try to work together.
You guys laid the fist in the first half as well. I was impressed with how many guys on the sheet were in the scoring column here today. Touch on your teammates and how good you guys really are. It seems like everybody could score the basketball.
You know, that's something we try to always do. We're not an individual team. We're an all-around team, so everybody on our team can do anything. If we need somebody to score, if somebody's having an off night, we always have somebody who can come in back us up.
Bishop Ryan, number 10 of the state. Trinity, number 2 of the state. What's it going to take to beat Beulah and head to the state tournament this year?
Preparation. We just got to keep our heads going straight. We just got to always focus on the next game.
Fantastic stuff, man. 18 points for you tonight in the big win number 15 of the year. Thanks for joining us. Great job on the interview and the ball game here tonight. That's your player of the game, Tanner Soren from Dickinson Trinity. Gets the job done here today for the Trinity Titans, who take down Bishop Ryan in this matchup inside of the Lions Den here at Bishop Ryan's campus. When we come back, we'll have our full recap of the ball game and the game reset coming up. We'll do that when we return. Trinity takes down Ryan today here on the PSP Network. We'll put a cap on our week. Recap today when we come back.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Pro Style Production DJ Services post-game show tonight. 53-32 win here for Dickinson Trinity, number 2 of the state. It was a split down the day. The girls from Trinity lost to Bishop Ryan, the Lady Lions, by 7, 38-31 in our first game of the day. Nick Holberg here for the call on the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us here today. Time for a game reset brought to you by our friends at TiresPlusND.com. TiresPlusND.com. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. Well, today it was the Lions that were led by Brady Feller, who had 12 in the ball game. 3 for Merck, 2 for Elm, 6 for Thompson, 7 for Jackson Feller, and 2 for Connor Rindell. At 6 and 6 in the first and second half for Brady Feller was the leading the way here today for Bishop Ryan, who falls to a record now of 11-4 on the year. Trinity had plenty of scores on the score sheet today. I was just impressed with this ball team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids in the score sheet tonight. They were led by Tanner Soren, our player of the game, brought to you by Modern's Finest Collision Center. He had 18, 2 for Gillick, 3 for Prouse, 12 for Cole Fitter. They all came in the first half. He led all scores in the first half of basketball. Didn't score the second. It didn't matter. There was plenty of guys to pick up the pace for him. 3 for Deschamps, 2 for Schob, 2 for Betts, and Jake Daniel had 11. And of those 11, 7 of them came in the second half as well. The all-region player was fun to watch here tonight. This was a ball game here tonight that was fun to watch across the board as these basketball teams got up and down the floor, but Dickinson Trinity showed what kind of power they really had against number 10 Bishop Ryan here today. Final score in the boys' game, 53-32. Trinity takes the win, 38-31 in the girls' game. Bishop Ryan, the Lady Lions, had the victory. Don't forget to like and follow the PSP Network on social media. We'll have player interviews, highlights, live broadcast coverage, tournament updates, you name it. Find it again on psp.network. Find us on social media at Network PSP on Twitter and the PSP Network on Facebook and Instagram, and on YouTube as well at PSP Network. Special thanks again to Brandon Beater today for the help on the broadcast, bringing you the ball game today from the Lions Den here at Bishop Ryan. For Roger Coleman joining us, and Trevor Ernst, and Greg Grinsteiner and Brody Bosch joining us as well on the broadcast. I'm Nick Holberg signing off. Hope you have a great week. Stay safe during Super Bowl day tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the big game. Until next week, for high school athletics on the PSP Network. Have a good weekend. Good afternoon. And God bless.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Old Pre-Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.